So as you and I are talking and holding this conversation, the Texas Senate is going to, looks like, pass the school choice bill, the education savings account bill. And I know you've been a very big advocate of this. So what's your thought that this looks like it's going to make it to the governor's desk and he'll sign it?
Look, I think it is a tremendous victory for Texas and for every school child in Texas. School choice, I think, is the civil rights issue of the 21st century. And it's something I've been fighting for literally for 30 years. This bill that the Texas legislature is about to pass, the governor is about to sign, is going to be the biggest and the boldest and the most impactful school choice program in the entire country. It's going to provide education savings accounts of about $11,000 for nearly 100,000 school kids all across Texas. That does a couple of things. Number one, for kids that are trapped in failing schools, for kids that are having a hard time learning, that are not getting the kind of education they deserve, it gives them a lifeline. It gives them a path to use that education savings account to find a school that can teach them, that can give them the skills to succeed in life. But number two, by injecting competition into the system, this will improve the public schools. We need to be fighting for every school child in America. I think every child in Texas deserves access to an excellent education, regardless of that child's race, regardless of his or her ethnicity, regardless of their wealth, and regardless of their zip code. And this legislation is historic. I've been fighting for it a long time, and I'm really proud of the state legislature for leading on this.
As you know, Democrats have said this is going to hurt public schools.
They have, but those talking points ring empty. And listen, I mentioned I've been fighting in the school choice movement for 30 years. 30 years ago, school choice was an idea. It was an idea Milton Friedman and other free market economists had talked about it, but hadn't been implemented. And at the time, the main argument against it that came from the teachers' union bosses was this will destroy the public schools. Now, let me be clear, Jack. If that were true, I would oppose school choice. The public schools will continue to educate the vast majority of our kids. I want the public schools to be better and stronger and do a much more effective job teaching our kids. The nice thing is 30 years have passed and school choice is no longer a theory. It has been implemented in about 30 jurisdictions across the country, and we now know the results. We know the results that for students that get a scholarship, for students who use an education savings account to go to another school, that those students end up getting better scores, better reading scores, better math scores, better high school graduation rates, better college attendance rates. It has a real impact on them. But secondly, and this is critical, we now know that not only does it not destroy the public schools, but it benefits the public schools, that we see when students have a choice that competition works, that when students can go somewhere else if the school is not meeting their needs, the school does a better job teaching those kids, making them safe, and you get much better results for the students in the public school. That's why it's such a victory for school kids across Texas.